Hello everybody, welcome to your weekly angel card reading here at Beacons of Angel Light with me, Trudy Healy. So this is for the week beginning July 2nd, 2018. Oh my gosh, it's the 7th month already. And here really soon I'm going to be talking about the end of the year and the cosmic alignment for 2019. Crazy stuff, right? For this week's reading, we're going to be using Doreen Virtue and Raleigh Valentine's angel cards. And so I did want to kind of touch base about last week. Lots of intense energy with all of these planets in retrograde. The full moon that we had in full moon in, what was it, in Scorpio, in Capricorn, there we go. Yeah, so like lots of intense energy that we've been exposed to. I did a couple things for the full moon there. I made some full moon elixir with spring water and crystals and infused with intent. I left it out in the moon. I left a whole bunch of crystals out for the full moon energy. And let's see what else. I did mandala drawings also with intention, and I did start a manifestation journal. That's actually what I wanted to talk about. That's what the angels remind me. Okay, there we go. So I made a manifestation journal, and it's not limited to the manifesting. However, it is definitely the mission of the journal. So let's say I have assigned myself, in my case, you can change and do things how you see fit, but in my case, and I'm going to give you the example so that maybe you can use that to craft your own idea as like the basis or whatever. So I've given myself 30 days to complete my journal, and I can do drawings, I can, just write about my emotions, I can do what was it that I was doing? Affirmations. And I was writing out different affirmations, and I can rewrite the same affirmations. So here's one of the things that I've been doing about those affirmations. There's one particular affirmation that is a manifestation tool that I'm utilizing, and I keep rewriting it more or less at the same time every day, which is funny because the angels notify me and I write it. So I don't know, you can use that. And I'm going to be writing it down for 30 days diligently, and then I'll get back to you with the results at the end of the month. So I did start that actually right before the beginning of the month. I started, I believe it was like the 27th. Either way, it's going to be 30 days, a little bit longer, whatever it is. But that's like what I have in mind is a 30-day type of deal. So anyway, on with this week's reading. Doreen Virtue, Raleigh Valentine, Angel, Tarot cards. If you haven't seen me use this deck before, I do like to split it up into two. Most people like to use it as one huge solid deck. However, I separate the archangels, which could be represented in the ordinary tarot as the major arcana. I actually separate them from the minor arcana, which are the guardian angels. So I like to see and hear what the guardian angels have to say and how the archangels support it, because the archangels, if you will, are like the CEOs in the angelic realm. And our guardian angels are like the little baby angels who respond to, obviously, yes, they're CEOs, but to us on a personal level, okay? And not so, not to say that they would do anything wrong to anyone else, but like my guardian angel isn't the guardian angel of like my next door neighbor, you know what I mean? Like they're my guardian angel, my next door neighbor has their own. So these are messages directly from them. And I believe that everybody has at least a couple of angels. Oh, there we go, jumping card. Especially this day and age, 2 jumping cards. I love it. I love jumping cards. They make me so happy. So in the description box below, if you want a personal exchange of energies with me, a personal reading, follow the directions below. If you haven't already clicked subscribe, you want to do so, especially if the message resonates with you. Like, share, comment, all that great stuff. You guys are so awesome for even tuning in. All right, so we have the the guardian angel messages, and 2 cards that jumped out and 2 that did not. So I'm just gonna have this here separate for a second. And now let's go with archangels and see what we get. Okay. All right, and it flew out. Okay. So the first card of the week, it's Knight of Earth. All right, so this is a very kind, dedicated, hardworking young person. Very honorable. So there's a lot of responsibility here, and things have sped up somehow in terms of like what your responsibilities are or what you've signed up for. There's a lot that you're taking on all of a sudden. And so it's time to buckle down and get things done and honor your commitments. So to take that, honor your commitments just a step further, it's like you've made promises, and even if they were tiny little promises, you need to honor them. Okay? Like, for instance, to a child, you might promise them that you're going to take them out for ice cream or to a movie theater, and you may forget about it. However, the child is definitely going to be holding on to that, the notion that they're going somewhere and they've been promised that. So honor your commitments. I'm giving you an example. It may not be that, obviously. So there's lots of stuff going on, and it's time to buckle down and get things done. And then the other card that jumped out was the Knight of Water. So he's not a king, he's a knight. However, he's very emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. So he's very much inside of the mind, like in the depths of the ocean. That's how deep his emotions go within his mind. He's constantly thinking about that, very Cancer type feeling. So this has to do with falling in love, wedding proposals, perhaps in some cases, and like being so overly in love that it's like consuming you. There's like a lack of balance here, or perhaps you're not in love, but the emotions that are surging within you are taking you out of balance. So there is a need for more balance in your life, mental versus emotional, something like that. And also there's like an invitation to a social event. Doesn't necessarily have to be a christening, although in some cases I'm getting that vibe that it's going to be like a baptism or a communion or a wedding. However, I feel like it's a social event that could be, like in the latter part of the afternoon, going into early evening type of deal, and you are encouraged to go. You've been hermit mode. It's time to get out there and socialize. Share yourself with the world. We want to experience you. All right, so then we got the 7 of Water. I love this card. For this one, I actually have to refer to the book. So you see all of these chalices. There's 7 of them. Let me hold it up really close. I want you guys to pick a color. Take a moment and pick the color that vibrates the most to you, okay? There's all different colors there. There's all of the ones in the chakras, actually. So I'm going to go over it now. You might pick more than just one color. Okay, it's the 7 of Water. I like to read it directly from the book because I might just get a bit confused. But, I mean, I know my chakras and what they mean, but, all right. You may be faced with a complex decision, and it's difficult to choose between the options available to you. Do the research necessary or seek counsel from a mentor. It's time to stop procrastinating and get busy. You're drawn to a particular cup depicted on this card. Its chakra color holds meaning and offers guidance as you're making your choices. Red means home, money, and security. Orange means creativity. Where did I go? Orange means creativity, addictions, and sexuality. Yellow means power and control. Green means love and healing. Light blue means communication and truth-telling. Dark blue means visions and psychic abilities. And purple means spirituality. Try to focus and avoid unrealistic expectations. Too many options, confusion, fantasies, imagination running wild. Also, this is a card pointing out to your addictions. I don't know if you guys tuned into last week, but I was saying how there is a Saturn retrograde going on right now, coupled with a Neptunian retrograde and a Martian retrograde. All of this is leading us to be kind of evasive and not want to deal with the reality of the situation, perhaps turning to substance to help us forget. So be wary of that, the confusion, and meditate to go back to your own vibration, your home vibration. All right. And then the last one of the guardian angel cards. It's the Three of Fire. So it's an abundance card. Things have turned up. Things are looking better financially. It's a card of long-term plans and patience. Okay, things are looking up. Yes, your ship is kind of like in the horizon. It's coming in. However, you still need patience. It's not arrived. You still need to put forward good effort and make long-term plans for when that ship does arrive with your order or whatever it is that you've been waiting for. So make the long-term plans, realistic ones, right? And then the angel that we got, the archangel that wants to help us this week. You know what? I was guided to use also the Archangel Gabriel cards. It's so funny, but it's Archangel Gabriel. I love this card because Archangel Gabriel is literally flying upside down. And it kind of reminds me of how when I was a child, I used to lie down on the sofa upside down and watch people walk around the living room or what have you, and it looked like they were walking on the ceiling. Or I'll even do it now on my yoga swing, and I'll hang upside down. I just like hanging upside down. It gives you an entirely different perspective, and when I hang upside down, I notice, oh wow, there is a piece of popcorn under the sofa that I need to pick up. You know what I mean? Like, and I wouldn't have been able to see it standing upright. So, silly example, obviously that's not what the message that I'm trying to convey about the silly popcorn, but if you look at things from a different perspective, you'll appreciate something that you'd have missed from the same repetitive way of regarding it, of thinking about it. If you want change in your life, the change starts in the way that you think. All right? So that is the final card for the angel part of the reading, but I did want to do a law of attraction card here because they usually support each other when I do even two or three different decks and I pull cards. They support each other. Okay, awareness. When I focus on positive energy, I am aware that I attract more of it. When I focus on positive energy, I am aware that I attract more of it. So guys, that is your weekly angel card reading. I'm also going to be posting a big long video for the monthly of each of the signs. Hopefully I'll get that done today. and I'll put like a timestamp so that, you know, like you don't have to watch the whole thing if, let's say, you're Aries and I started off with Scorpio, I don't know, and you don't want to watch it, you're definitely welcome to skip through the whole thing, and I'll just like put the timestamp on the description box. But if you want a personal exchange with me, like I said, click the description box below and follow the directions. I love you all so very much. Love yourselves and love everybody around you. Mwah!